Hi. As you may or may not know, there's a prominent relationship existing today in our public education system between student achievement levels and students' income levels. And this is unfortunate because it means that lower income students are much less likely to achieve higher levels of education. And where does this achievement gap start, you may ask? And it starts before students get to kindergarten. This is a graph that shows school readiness, as in the moments leading up to kindergarten. And these lines so here's the income levels, and this shows that higher income students are more prepared for kindergarten than their low income peers. So what can be done about this problem right here? And many experts say universal public preschool is a viable option to closing this achievement gap. 2 states have actually already implemented public universal preschool, Tennessee and Oklahoma. And my question for you guys today is, should we follow in their footsteps? Now first, we can ask ourselves, a really quick background, what does a universal public preschool program look like? There are 4 things, sum this up. First, it's available to all students, regardless of income. Second, it's free of charge. Third, class sizes are smaller, good child-to-teacher ratios. And fourth, we have well-qualified teachers with bachelor's degrees. And these teachers are getting paid the same amount as a K-12 teacher. So my answer for should we follow this model that Tennessee and Oklahoma have presented for us is yes. And why? Because universal public preschool will create a smarter, more productive, and better prepared workforce. And I could go on and on all day about all the benefits of this universal preschool, but I have 3 interesting claims for you today that will counter the argument against universal preschool. So my 3 claims for today are that a universal public preschool classroom will be more effective because it has a wider variety of students. Second, we're able to target disadvantaged students within a public preschool classroom. And third, the long-term benefits of the current universal preschool programs are statistically significant. So to follow up my first point, universal public preschool classrooms are more effective with a wide variety of students. First, many opponents of universal preschool argue that universal preschool may be a waste of time and resources because you're focusing on low-income and high-income students. They say the high-income students may not need as much work as the lower-income students, and therefore, why don't we target these lower-income students and force all of our time and money on them? And so they claim that public preschool is a waste of time, but in fact it is not. And this is because variety of classrooms, means all income level students are in these classrooms. And as you can maybe see from this first graph right here, it's not just the bottom 20% of students that are lacking in terms of educational achievement. The second lowest, the middle, and the second highest students are also lagging as well. So when we have all these students in one classroom, we don't have a waste of time because every single student in the classroom is benefiting from this program. Second point is that class quality, or the intelligence of the whole class on average, is known to benefit each individual student's performance. Meaning, if we have a classroom of all struggling low-income students, that classroom quality is going to be lower than a classroom of mixed students, and therefore each of those individual low-achieving, low-income students are not going to get the same benefits as if they were in a class with all different types of income levels. The second claim that I have today is that we are able to target effectively the disadvantaged students while they're still in a universal preschool program. First point is that within the classroom classrooms today, studies show that disadvantaged students improve more in the same classroom as an average student improves. Therefore, the classroom helps. The classroom being a mixed variety itself is going to target the achievement gap without anything else to it. Like the fact that these low-income students are interacting with their higher-income peers, that's going to close the achievement gap by itself to an extent. The second aspect of this is that Tennessee and Oklahoma are great models. They both offer half-day and full-day pre-K. This is great. First, studies show that low-income students are more likely to be enrolled in full-day, whereas their higher-income peers are more likely to be enrolled in half-day. And as you can see here, the numbers on the screen represent educational improvement. So a full day of pre-K is going to give a student more educational achievement than a half-day would, and this also helps close the achievement gap. These full-day low-income students are going to be gaining more every day, catching up to their higher-income peers. My third point that I want to share with you guys today is that the long-term benefits are statistically significant in the current programs, meaning in Oklahoma and Tennessee, we see students' average income when they're 25 through 27 years old is significantly higher than students without preschool. This can be attributed to many things, but many experts argue that it might be because of the soft skills that are taught or that maybe aren't even taught, but that are acquired in universal preschool, meaning kids interacting with their teachers, with kids of different income levels, with kids of different cultures, and these social skills, these communication skills, these relationships they build, that is what ultimately impacts their income levels later on in life. And so I guess I should have previously stated that many opponents of universal preschool argue against universal preschool because they say hard skills such as math and reading may fade out by grades 3 and 4. And so this point right here just shows that while these hard skills may fade out, the soft skills are ultimately what leads to the success, and soft skills are being acquired in this universal programs. So overall, I had the 3 points. 1, universal preschool creates an effective classroom because of the variety of students in there. 2, we're able to target disadvantaged students while providing the universal care. And 3, these long-term benefits of universal preschool are statistically significant. So let's hope that we can all work together and follow in the footsteps of Oklahoma and Tennessee to provide a better future for our future generations.